My name is Uriah. I'm going to be leading you through what I would think is a very foundational part of playing any form of lead guitar, and it's called the pentatonic scale, particularly the minor pentatonic scale, or the one that has a minor sound. There are different modes of all scales, and there's certainly no exception when it comes to the 5-note pentatonic scale. But right now we'll focus on the minor one because the shape tends to be the easiest to learn in the beginning. So let's jump right into it. I'm going to start on the 5th fret. If anybody has already played this scale, if you're already a musician, if you know this information already, you're probably like, man, why does everybody start with A minor? What's the deal? Well, there are no sharps or flats, and in music, whenever you're first learning, it can already be difficult enough to try and understand the notes and what they are and what they mean and what they represent and how they work together. So to start to throw not only alphabet letters but then also other symbols into the mix can be a little confusing and or intimidating. This way we start with A minor, C major, so that people just learn natural note names, or A through G, without any other symbols. So we'll start on the A. My guitar has this really, what I think is beautiful fretboard inlay, so it's a little difficult to tell, but this is my 5th fret here, and my index is just on the low E string, number 6 string. We are only going to use 2 frets per string, and we're only going to use the index on every string, and then it's either going to be the pinky or the ring finger, depending on where we are. So on this very top string, the lowest string, we're going to place index on the 5th fret. That's our first note, A. Second note is going to be pinky on the 8th fret. First 2 notes of the scale, A and C. We're going to just keep this going up. Every time we move up in pitch or down toward the floor, we're going to keep the index exactly where it is, and it's going to play the 5th fret of every string that it's on. So it doesn't have to move, it gets to stay in this position, which is wonderful. It's another reason why this scale shape is learned first, or tends to be learned first. Okay, so low E, we have index, pinky. A string, which is the 5th string, the next one down, or higher in pitch, we have index, ring. If you're just thinking about frets here, which can be easier to do in the beginning, then you're thinking 5th fret, 7th fret. And before I get too far ahead of myself, we're working in this 1 finger per fret model, or every finger gets a fret. Sometimes it's just called position, which means where you're starting, and then the other fingers follow suit from the index. So if we're in 5th position and every finger gets a fret, you might not hear me say 5th fret, 8th fret, 5th fret, 7th fret. I might just say index, pinky, index, ring, because the ring finger now owns the 7th fret, the pinky owns the 8th fret, the middle owns number 6, and the index, of course we know, is just all the way up to the top on number 5. So let's keep going. We have index, pinky on the low E, index, ring on the A. My fingers just keep moving anatomically down, higher in pitch. The next string, the D string, is also index, ring finger, 5th fret, 7th fret. Keep going again, index, ring finger on that G string, 3rd string. And then we are going to move to the 2 highest strings and go back to our index, pinky fingering. That's the B string, number 2 string, and then a high E string. Same notes, 2 octaves higher as the low E string. And then you can play it. You can play it in a way that it's just very linear. You go from low to high, back to low. You can play it a little more melodically, pick around. In the beginning, I just recommend learning the shape itself. So playing that is going to be enough. Working your fingers, getting to the high strings, getting back down is going to be plenty. So have fun with that. Check the link in the description to go to my website. I have tabs and music for this already. And if you like this, please like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Take care.